Who's still hungover from this weekend? And you know what I hate more than being hungover? You know what I hate more than mostly everything? Having to admit that I was wrong about something. Which is surprising because I'm wrong like quite a lot. But I learned something that I need to own up to. I need to be accountable. Apparently, sugar does not actually make your hangovers worse. Which, you know what, is not really my fault. I feel like everyone my age and older was always taught that sugary drinks make the hangover worse. And the way I learn things and regurgitate them is by word of mouth. If you think I do research about anything I know. Honestly, all it takes for me to believe something is for you to tell me it's true. I'm surprised I don't actually believe the world is flat at this point. And what I hate the most is that I learned this from a fucking BuzzFeed article. BuzzFeed, of all things, taught me something. And please, if I'm wrong about this and I was right all along, correct me in the comments. I would love to go back to being right. Because I've been on this holy war against sugary cocktails. Which, don't think I'm giving up yet, because I may have been wrong about the fact that sugar makes your hangovers worse, but I'm not wrong on the fact that sometimes it's fucking stupid. Like, adding too much sugar to your cocktail is still fucking stupid because it really doesn't do anything. Yeah, is drinking sugary cocktails easier than drinking just straight alcohol? Yes, but it doesn't mask the flavor, it just adds to it. Instead of drinking shit, you're just drinking sweet shit. Citrus actually masks the flavor of alcohol. So in a sense of the way, I am right. I'm gonna take this to the fucking grave, man. And it's not the sugar I don't like, it's doing it when it does not fucking make sense. Like, if you already have sugary liqueur and juices and stuff like that, adding shit like candy literally does nothing because there's a plateau with how you taste sweet. But I will loosen up on some of the candy cocktails. I will, as long as it fucking makes sense. You want a perfect example of something that doesn't fucking make sense? Look at what Tipsy Bartender just did.
It does look cool though. It does look cool. I know the rings look frozen. And then let's pour one. I'm curious to know what it tastes like.
I love him, but what the fuck is that? Are you I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm if anybody tries to tell me that that makes any sense. If you were infusing vodka with peach rings, I get that. I get that you want it to be peach, but it was already peach vodka. What did that do? What did that do other than waste the peach rings? I would get it if you were infusing the vodka into the peach rings to eat as a separate snack, but how the fuck are you gonna get them out of that bottle? You're gonna have to smash it, which I'm all for. It didn't even flavor the alcohol. All it did was add extra sugar to it. It turned it into a fucking syrup. And in the comments, everyone's like, that looks amazing. Why? Why? Someone give me 3 reasons on why that's a good idea, and I will apologize. Anyway, in order to atone for my accidental oopsie on spreading misinformation, allegedly, I'm gonna react to this BuzzFeed article, 15 things that make your hangover even worse. Because even I learned something from it, and there might be misinformation in here too. Because you know what makes me feel better about being wrong? Getting the opportunity to be petty and tell someone else that they're wrong. This is the point in the video where I tell you to subscribe and turn on the bell to be notified every time I make a new video. On this channel, we make drinks and apparently tell lies. Subscribe! I'll be sure to put a link to this article in the description below, but here we go, 15 things that make your hangover even worse. Dun dun. I need to take note. I definitely need to learn stuff from this article because as I slowly tiptoe towards 30, I'm learning that I definitely can't drink like I used to. My powers have weakened. There's definitely a new Supreme out there somewhere that's I need to find and kill soon because this is unacceptable. So this information comes from alcohol and hangover expert Aaron White, PhD senior scientific advisor to the director of national... I don't know physics. Let's just get into the article. A hangover happens when too much alcohol gets into the bloodstream and hits the brain, causing peak blood alcohol content. Why are we learning astronomy? What's happening? The booze gets metabolized into toxic byproducts, and all this contributes to things like dehydration, tissue inflammation, stomach irritation, electrolyte imbalance, and low blood sugar, all of which equal a painful hangover. Yeah, so basically, if you drink a lot of alcohol, you're fucked. I'm like the physical embodiment of Spark Notes. Alcohol is poison, and as a bartender, my job is literally to poison all of you and get paid for it. But at least I'm trying to do it in a nice way. Like in a way where you don't know you're being poisoned and I'm actually making you think you're having a good time when literally we're just giving you stuff that's destroying your body. Number 1, drinking too fast. Facts. Drinking too fast is never a good idea. It's gonna hit you all at once. Be sure to space out your drinks, especially if you're taking shots. Do not do shots back to back. You wanna hear the worst thing I ever fucking did? Let me tell you about it. I was in high school. I was a sophomore at a senior party from the guys I met on the football team. And I was really, really trying to impress them. So they did this thing where they gave me 3 empty shot glasses and then had a handle of vodka. And they were just pouring the shots, and as they were pouring them, I was just taking them. I was going bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't wanna say how many I took because I don't want anybody to feel like it's a personal competition to try to beat me. Let's just say high school Michael could outdrink college Michael could outdrink post-college Michael, and post-college Michael could outdrink me now. Let that just be an example. I was also going through many more demons as a child. And the night ended with me in the bathroom for a minimum of 3 hours apparently. I don't remember any of this. Just puking my brains out and crying for my girlfriend at the time. I had a girlfriend at the time. And then my dad had to come pick me up from the party, and I was so embarrassed and I was crying. I felt so bad. They threw me in the back of the car, and he just looks back and goes, "How many shots did you take?" And I told him the answer, and he just silently goes, "Okay, you are my son." And that was that. No questions asked. The rule in our house was, I will never be mad at you for drinking. I will only be mad at you if you get behind the wheel of a car or get home in an unsafe way. They always wanted me to be able to tell them that I needed help so that I got home safely. That was their biggest concern, which should be every parent's concern. Also, as a way to space out your drinks, and this especially helps as you get older, have a glass of water between each drink, or at least every other drink. This will just help you, trust me. And it'll also prevent you from getting dehydrated. I did not do that this weekend. I did not. But do as I say, not as I do. Number 2, staying out and going to bed super late. How does that attribute to a hangover? That just means you're tired. You're hungover and tired. Of course it's worse. And how am I not gonna do that? The best part is the after party, no? The bar closes at 1:45, 2 a.m. and then you go to the after party. That's the real party. Alcohol tricks you into thinking you're sleeping better because you pass out a little faster, but it's actually very disrupting and prevents you from getting a restful deep sleep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I might not be a good judge on this one, let me just say, because I trained myself to work in New York City and bartend in New York City, so sleep was never an option. I've learned to not run on sleep, but I feel like most of us have learned to not run on a good sleep. Because even when we're not drinking, we're all scrolling on TikTok till 4 a.m., right? I know I am. Follow me on TikTok. Keep in mind that you'll be exhausted as fuck tomorrow, and it'll be even worse the later you stay up. So leave before last call. What? I don't feel that this makes your hangover worse. I feel like this just makes you feel tired, which, yeah, no shit. I feel like if you weren't drinking at all and you stayed up till 6 in the morning, you would feel like shit the next day because you'd be tired. Number 3, drinking on an empty stomach. This is true. I know this for a fact. Especially with all the dieting I do, I know when I'm not eating as much as I normally do, I cannot drink as much as I normally do. Studies have shown that your BAC can be up to 30% higher when you drink. What the fuck is BAC? Blood alcohol content. Why are you teaching me math? Alcohol irritates the lining of your stomach by increasing acid release, which is what causes you to feel bloated and nauseous during a hangover. So the solution to this is eat more? You don't gotta fucking tell me twice. The solution is this is an excuse to have pasta on the days I drink. Awesome. This I can absolutely concur makes your hangovers worse. So ladies and gays, I know you all want hot girl summer to be a thing, but don't skip up on the food, especially the carbs, on drinking days. Don't be afraid of food. Food is not your enemy. And there's no reason to avoid it because you're all gonna end up at the pizza shop at the end of the night. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't think oh, I'm gonna be skinny. You're gonna end up eating a whole pizza pie at the end of the night. So might as well have it before anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, but I wanna be a sexy cat. I wanna show my stomach and be a sexy cat. Stephanie, it's October. Number 4, relying on some magic cure pill. That never works. Oh God, that never works. I should stop taking Viagra from strangers. Relying on some magic cure pill, juice shot, or remedy to prevent a hangover. Everybody has these hangover cures. Secret hangover cure. What I drink in the morning to prevent a hangover. Does that actually work for anybody? Gatorade does not help me. The only thing that works to prevent a hangover is to continue drinking, like the whole hair of the dog thing. But that doesn't prevent it, it just prolongs the inevitable. It's the same with drugs. It's at some point, you're not doing drugs to feel things anymore. You're just doing them to prevent the come down. A come down and a hangover are literally synonymous. And I swear to God, if you push green juice on me when I'm hungover, I will kill you. The last thing I need when I feel like shit is a wheatgrass shot. Go fuck yourself. If you really want to do things to prevent a hangover, make sure you're eating, drinking enough water, and not downing drinks too quickly. Facts. Back in the day, I thought I knew a hangover cure. When I used to bartend, party all night and still be at my morning shift, which I could never do nowadays. Like dead ass, I would go from the after party to my shift in the morning with like giant sunglasses and a cup. Like, don't fucking talk to me until 3 hours later. I was not a good bartender. It definitely was not a nice one. But I used to make myself a glass of soda water with ginger syrup and lime juice. And that sometimes would make me feel better, but I think it would just give me energy. I don't know if it really got rid of my hangover. Energy doesn't really equal a cure. It kind of just helps you get through it easier. That's why you have all the gays doing a bump at brunch.
I'm doing a bump at brunch, bitch.
Number 5, ordering a ton of sugary drinks and mixers. Here we go. Sugar doesn't alter blood alcohol levels, but it can make your hangover worse by contributing to stomach problems and giving you a hellish sugar crash. Sugar crash! Sugar crash adds to hangover. So technically, was I wrong or right? Tell me I'm right. Validate me, please. Please, I am a sponge for validation. You might not eat 6 slices of cake because you know it will hurt your stomach, but you'll then have 6 drinks with the same sugar content. A scientist agrees with me. I told y'all I knew archaeology. 6, taking shots when you're already drunk. Please, for the love of God, if you are my age, you understand. I'm sure if you're in college or high school, you're looking at me like, fuck off, bitch, you old ass bitch. Sorry you're a flop, you old ass bitch. I've come to the point where I avoid shots at all costs. And if I take shots, it's in the beginning of the night, never later on. Because the drinks are starting to hit me really hard. So at this point, if I take a shot, it could be the last thing I do. Like, you know when you take a shot and the second it goes down your gullet, you're like, oh fuck, that was it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get weird. I do that at the beginning of the night, when I'm still home in a controlled environment, because when I'm at the club, God knows what the fuck's gonna happen, and I don't wanna deal with that. Shots also take a moment to hit you, which is also why you shouldn't take them back to back to back. Mixed drinks and beer is easier because it's taking time to metabolize, so you're giving it time to like feel the effects. A shot though, you'll take that bitch and you won't notice how hard it hits you till like a while later. If you're gonna take a shot, maybe do it when you're sober, so you're aware of how it affects you, and you can slow down or stop drinking after. Yes, shots are the most dangerous, liquor cocktails are in the middle, and then beer is usually the safest. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, you'll never feel sicker. That's why we say that. Number 7, not continuing to snack throughout the night. I feel like this only really pertains to us old ass bitches. I know I'm not old, but when it comes to drinking, I'm old. And I'm sure a lot of you know it's only gonna get worse from here. Like in college and high school, everybody waits till the end of the night to get pizza and all the junk food and all the good stuff. I'm at the age where instead of going to a club, can we go to dinner and drink? Like, can I sit at a table and have meals while I'm drinking cocktails just to make myself feel better? Because when you're younger, you can wait till the end of the night. When you get to my age and older, you need to have a snack. And I also don't have the energy to dance anymore. Can I just sit here and have pasta and a margarita on the side? Number 8, engaging in risky physical activities that will probably end in pain or injury. I don't think that has anything to do with a hangover. I think that just has to do with death. And yeah, dying will make a hangover worse. What? Running around in heels all night and dancing for 4 hours will definitely make your hangover worse. A hoe never gets cold, but she does get hungover, bitch. People do crazy shit when they're drunk, but I feel like this is more of a warning to just drink responsibly and be safe. Some of these don't really make your hangover worse. It's just like extra pain added on to a hangover. Yeah, no shit, your day's gonna be worse. You don't sleep, you're gonna be hungover and tired. You jump out a window when you're drunk, you're gonna be hungover with a broken leg. Go easy on the ridiculous physical activity when you're drinking. Does that include sex you're gonna regret? Because if that's the case, I should just never leave my house. Number 9, mixing alcohol with certain prescription drugs. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope me from the past can watch this video in the future or reach somebody who was like me. Stop it. Stop everything that you're doing, you idiot. Especially if you're somebody that's putting fucking activated charcoal in your drinks to make it black, because it's just gonna cancel out your medication, kids. Mixing alcohol with anything is definitely worse. But if you're on a prescription drugs that is already altering you in some way, adding in alcohol, yeah, that's gonna make your hangover much worse, because you're overall adding more chemicals and things into your body that is harder to process. And I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm just here to warn you so you can know what's gonna happen. Because don't get me wrong, I am far from perfect. I make these mistakes all the time, but at least I know what's to come. At least I'm fully aware of the mistake I'm making as I make it, because then I can properly plan. Like if I'm going through something or I'm celebrating something and I know I'm gonna get fucked up and that's my whole purpose for the night, I make sure to not have anything planned for tomorrow. I make sure that I could disappear for 2 days and nobody will miss me. And then I realize how sad that is and it makes my hangover worse. Is depression on this list? Because if it's not, it should be. Besides maybe making you die, mixing alcohol and prescription pills can change the way alcohol affects your body. About 42% of Americans admit to drinking alcohol and also taking prescription medication. I want to know the percentage of people drinking alcohol and taking non-prescribed medications, and y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist before drinking while on medication. This is why I could never be a doctor, because I would be fired. I would be terrible. I'd treat it the same way I treat this YouTube channel. I'd be like, well, you shouldn't, but doing stupid stuff while drunk that you know will make you upset the next day. For example, texting your ex. That has nothing to do with a hangover. You're just adding problems. I want to know what's going to directly affect your hangover, not your life. How is this even on the list? Where's the warning like, don't mix the alcohol you drink, especially the different colors. Like if you're drinking whiskey, stick to whiskey. If you're drinking clear alcohol, stick to clear alcohol. For me, I've come to the point where I can't even mix that. If I'm drinking vodka, it's vodka night. If I'm drinking tequila, it's tequila night. It's even gotten to the point where I'm learning that I can't even stick to just vodka. Tequila is the only thing that doesn't destroy my body. Where is this advice, BuzzFeed? Stop trying to relate to every girl in college that drinks nothing but White Claws and help the people with problems. The emotional part of a hangover is a legitimate reaction. Shut up! No, it's not. When I'm hungover, I don't give a fuck about anything. I don't care what I did, I'll deal with all that shit later. When I'm hungover, I'm done. I'm in bed and everything is turned off. In my environment and internally. Like, we are off. I don't give a fuck about any of that. If I'm hungover, I'm worried about myself. I don't give a fuck what my ex thinks about me if I'm hungover. And if you do, you're not hungover enough. Not drinking enough water while you're out. Okay, well, I already said this. I jumped the gun. Oops. Alcohol is a diuretic, which is why it makes you pee so much. You can eliminate up to 1 liter of water in 1 night of drinking. Oh, does it help me stay skinny? Oh, I'm so petite. But seriously though, does it help me get rid of water weight? Because I'm bloated as fuck and I need help. This can leave you dehydrated and feeling like crap the next day. I do know that being dehydrated can make your hangover worse. Number 12, drinking anything that consistently gives you hangovers from hell. What? Drinking anything that consistently gives you hangovers from hell. What? What do you mean drinking anything? What do you mean anything? Are we talking about water to gasoline? Like there's a big range here. In general, the type of alcohol doesn't matter as much as the amount you drink. No shit. But the type of alcohol absolutely does matter. But no shit, too much of anything is not great. The trick is literally moderation, and that goes for everything. Alcohol, food, sex, you gotta know your limit. And the only way to learn your limit is to test the waters a little bit. But the only way you do that is to know things like this so you could do it safely. For example, when I say test the waters, I don't mean take 10 shots to find out the hard way whether that's good or not. I mean by learning how to pace yourself, you'll be able to have that light bulb go off that says, uh-oh, maybe I should stop in a safe way. Space out 5 drinks. Was that too much? Next time, do 4. And once you figure out the formula, you're going to have to continually do this because your body will change. My body's not just changing, it's shutting down. So, number 13, drunk eating all the things. We just had 2 bullet points on how eating was important. And you're gonna tell me that eating at the end of the night now is a problem? Drunk munchies are basically the best part of drinking. Yes, but even though it's good for your BAC to eat something if you're hungry after drinking, you don't wanna overdo it, especially with greasy or irritating foods like pizza, french fries, jalapeno poppers. Oh my God, I'm hungry, I'm going on Postmates. If these aren't part of your daily diet, you're just gonna feel nauseous. Okay, so it goes back to the idea of moderation. Half of the things on this article have nothing to do with a hangover. It's just telling you to don't overdo it with most things in your life. The title of this article should be Control Yourself, Bitch. BuzzFeed always tries to add too many bullets. Like this article should have been 5 things that affect your hangover, not 15. Drinking the next day to ease your symptoms. Okay, now you're saying that hair of the dog doesn't work. I talked about this already. Fuck! I keep jumping the boom boom gun. The old hair of the dog logic will only make your overall dehydration worse. Yes, you're just prolonging the inevitable. We're all always afraid to face a negative outcome, and we always put it off until we absolutely have to deal with it. This is just like natural human reaction. But it's good to train yourself to just deal with it right away. Deal with it, get it over with, recover from it, and move on with your life. Putting off negative consequences just elongates the time you have to deal with it. Whether that be a hangover or a breakup. We're learning things on my channel. Bitch, if you know you're about to deal with some shit, thank God for videos like this, because now you can plan accordingly to make it less worse for you in the future. 15, not learning from your hangovers. Are you fucking kidding me? This entire article had nothing to do with warning people not to mix alcohol. Are you kidding? We had a whole segment about texting your ex, and you didn't say shit about don't mix alcohol. That's like 101. This is why BuzzFeed needs to hire people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about and not unpaid interns. Basically, don't be the drunk version of the girl that continuously goes back to her ex that's sex. Don't be the type of person to continuously do bad behavior over and over again. Am I talking to myself? I'm talking to myself. Oh my God, this is a moment. Am I having a moment? Is this a breakthrough? Nobody likes the person that continues to be shitty to be around every time you go out drinking. The person that continuously throws up every time they go out. The person that continuously cries every time they go out. The person that always blacks out every time they go out and needs help getting home because they can't take care of themselves. Nobody likes this person. Nobody wants to deal with this person. Nobody wants to babysit someone else. Basically, you don't want to be the liability of the night. How do you do that? Learn from your mistakes. Oh my God, I'm talking to myself. Oh my God. This video could have been 13 seconds. Don't be a dumb bitch. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and learned anything from it, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for future videos. I put them out weekly, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but sometimes I'm late, just like your mom. This video might be late. If this video is on a Tuesday, I succeeded. If it's not, it's because I was hungover. Let me live my life. In the comments down below, let me know about your worst hangover ever. Let me know how you got it and what you did to feel better. Help me continue to educate everybody by reading the comments. And if you guys would like more content, I have a podcast with Mac, Messy with Mac and Mike. We go live every Wednesday, and I have a Twitch channel, and I go live every Sunday, usually around 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. All the links are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm MikeMGTV, and you're fucking welcome.